Hello and welcome to Old School AOT. So we got an interesting game for you today. Getting right in. Let's start it right up. So we have Hope playing Zeus against this Smurf named Y underscore underscore a million times Y playing Loki on Midgard. And I have no idea who this guy even was, to be honest, but from what I read from the old thread, he was 1900, 100% wins when he played Hope in this game. So, he has to have been at least a strong intermediate plus player. So we have Zeus playing against Loki, which is always a hard matchup. And we shall see, what happens. So right now, Hope is starting his dock, and let's see what's going on with YY, and I'm going to turn up our sounds of it because they're a bit too low for my liking. Alright. So now we see that YY also has his dock going down in a similar place in the corner. So they both put their docks more or less at the corner, which is a good starting place. And right there, that's really scary because ooh, that was really, really scary. Hope almost scouted the dock, and well, if that happens as a Loki player, you're done. Here, before the changes went down, Bolt could hit Ulfsark. So getting your Ulfsark bolted wasn't a good thing at all. And he just barely got it up there, really only because this land juts out. So that was really well played by YYY. Y underscore Y, he was really ready for the cheese and expected it, and was able to survive it without resorting to building extra Ulfsarks or something that would totally bone his economy. Of course, the element of luck too, but you still gotta respect that for sure. So he's scouting up here. He might try to dock again up here. You do see that a lot. We'll see, or it could just be a scout. But pretty normal looking water opening, I would say. Getting his wood out, a little bit of idle TC time, but that happens. Let's see how Hope is looking. Hope is looking, pretty solid. Again, this looks like a pretty standard Greek opening. He's hunting early, which is nice, getting all that bonus from all the walruses. And, it becomes a little harder later when units come out, so why not gather them now while they're safe to gather, 100%. So, we're boating up and just continuing to advance and, get ready to advance and build up the economies. So, YYY is building a house to prevent being popped, and probably see him temple within the next minute or so. And it'll be interesting to see where that is, whether he's going to go for something aggressive or try to play defensive. It's good to blanket him up, so decent relic. So he's building quite a few ships. He's fished out most of his ships. That's good. We got Hope. He's coming over here. So hopefully, we'll see what'll happen here. Whether it'll be Athena aggression or Hermes, and we got the temple going down. So yeah, let's see. YYY is building a temple, and this is unusual. It's not a forward temple. It's like a sideways temple. Like, it's not close to his opponent, but it's being built sideways. So I don't know. This is a little funky. I don't think I've ever really seen this before. We'll have to wait and see what he does with it. But like I said, this guy was supposed to be 1900, 100% win. So I'm not gonna jinx it when I see something unorthodox here. Getting a second Ulfsark out, I guess, to make sure that he doesn't get supply capped. So right here, Hope is getting ready to advance. He has almost 400 food, so we should see him going up in a minute or two, I would imagine. Still continuing to produce fishing ships, got an idle one there. Not anymore. So he's just trying to get a good food collect going, and he's on the way, as is the Loki, I imagine. He's a little bit behind. It's going to be a little late going with Heimdall. So we're going to see some Heimdall play. Very, very cool. Especially, this seems like, well, he is a waypointing the opponent's base, so I guess this is going to be a bit of a rush with the units coming in from sort of farther away. So this is very unconventional. You never see something like this anymore. At least by today's standards, it's very unconventional. So he's scouting around here. This is great, you know, for his opponent's hunters. And Hope sees this, and he responds by moving his hunters to prevent the spy from going down. So I really like that. That's a nice meta play. And you almost feel like YY is a little suspicious, and he's looking, but he's going to miss them. Oh, excuse me, the spy did already go down. Forgive me. But he did prevent detection of them, so that's quite good. We have Hope trying to block off the front of his base here with 2 military academies, which will protect his gold nicely. He's already got the hero out. And yes, that will keep him protected and allow him to get his military going. We do have the Loki Zeus coming out, and a bit of a fight here. Not great. You don't really want to be fighting that. It's a bad trade right there. He's made a second Minotaur. So very interesting. Minotaur is quite a strong unit early on. If you can keep it safe from the Herseer, you know, with lots of armor, HP, the hack, and the best part is the crush. So now let's see what YY is doing. Getting up some rats. We got the Iron there. We're getting throwing axemen being made. I don't think goats being made by anybody. Now let's check out economy and see if there's any special techs. We got we got the good old hand axe, and let's check out our Loki player. We have hand axe and pickaxe. So Loki player is a little ahead on economic ups. Looks like our Zeus player is moving in and doing what Zeus does the best, utilizing aggression. You see how fast with just a few units that Longhouse is already taking huge damage. And we're getting a fight here. YY is not just going to give up. He's going to try to defend as best he can. And we're getting both going down on the first here to protect the Minotaur. And Minotaur is going forward, so it's interesting. These are all countering these units back here, but Minotaur is countering the throwing axemen hard. So Hope tries to move in, but then more Herseer come in, so he has to back off for a second. I'm wondering if he's going to add... Oh, he's added an archery range, so that definitely makes sense. He's going to need it with all the Herseer, just as a bit of a wood save. So YY is sort of stalling by building more barracks. So he's like, alright, you're going to push in, bitch? That's great. But I'm just going to make more military buildings and... Yes, you can kill them, but are you going to be able to kill them fast enough? He's definitely banking on being able to fight right next to his buildings to get the military advantage here. Because otherwise, restore going down, so this is going to be a very crucial point in the game. And looking at wow, he's pulling ahead here, although he doesn't have his Odysseus out, which I think is hurting him against this Einherjar. Got some activations that he shouldn't have, but he's combined with that, he's cleaning this up pretty quickly. But once again, since there's a bunch of barracks here, and he really only has 7 hoplites, which is not a ton now, but it will take him a minute or two to push through these. So YY is, I guess, going to attempt to rebuild while he's stalled. He's not that far behind in population. He's got 20 on wood, so he can really afford to throw away the barracks here with all of these people on wood. The spied Kataskopos is just over here, chilling. That's nice. YY's economy is looking pretty strong, actually. He's continuing to fish out the map, which Hope is not, actually, which is clever. However, he has quite a big disadvantage on land. Hope is a pop capped. Let's check out economy and see how everybody's doing. Same as before. Let's check out Loki. Same as before, not too surprised, there's been heavy pressure, and here we get a new Raxing at home, but this is no biggie due to the 20 on food, and he's on wood, and he's also invested in towers. So now that Restore is gone, this game it's going to take a while to resolve because without Restore, once the towers are up, it's going to be very hard for Hope to push in. Excuse me, just getting some water. Push in and just take out this position. So right now, Hope is sort of realizing that, and I guess he was killing more stuff over here. But now his army is redeploying and massing again, so he's going to try to group up and kill what he can. You know, snipe the buildings that he can. These houses are very vulnerable, so that was a good pickup. Hope is slightly ahead on population. However, he looks to be. Let's check the economy. Yeah, YY is moving into a commanding lead on the economy, and I think that is really impressive. It just is really impressive how he could have a lead on economy while taking such a beating on land. And it just shows that he's playing very mentally solidly and doing what he needs to do to try to stay in the game. Even when he's been really taking a good thing on land, so that's impressive. This fight here is a break for YY, but the saving grace is that it is occurring by his barracks, so he does have a big defender's advantage, whereas Hope's troops are having to come all the way across the map. So, nonetheless, the superior group units are doing their job and sort of making the Loki pay. But it's not enough. It's not enough to win. Really. He'll do some damage, but he doesn't have the military force. And she might if he still had Restore, maybe. Anyway, the harass is continuing to do damage. There's been a lot of fighting. Let's check out the KDR and see what's going on. So, that's quite in the favor of Hope. YY has made a lot more military units, but hasn't been too successful, so unfortunately his economic advantage has been not doing everything that it could due to him needing to just create units to stay alive. Nonetheless, it's staying in the game, quite stealthily, defending well. So here, Hope is moving in here, this position. I don't think that's good for Hope, he's just fighting in the tower. So here we're saying Hope's units getting sort of enveloped and destroyed, despite him having the superior composition and having, wow, a bunch of techs at this point. Sarissa, really good against Norse, taking his hack up to 41%, and Grubnir. So, wow, these basically have 2 armory ups already. But nonetheless, fighting under a tower just isn't optimal, and that fight goes against Hope because of it. He's run out of gold, so he's going to need to expand. Right now, his villagers are idle, and it looks like he's going to expand out here to the obvious front gold. So there actually is a bit of a window now for a timing attack, not a large one, but if YY just moves in now with his full pop, it will be annoying for Hope. And that seems to be exactly what we are seeing, almost preternaturally. He knows that something's going on there, so he's moving in and engaging the army. Nice that YY was upgrading to mainline infantry or cavalry now. I feel like that would make a huge difference, and Hope is pushed off, and he's going to have to go mine from the back, which is safer, but, losing some idle time. So that's nice by YY forcing that. YY putting down for a town center. And are we seeing harass on water? Yes, we are seeing a warboat harassing on water. So one warboat harassing on water is always nice, because it usually triggers a bigger response. And it's just annoying enough that it's barely worth it for your opponent to kill it, but they have to. So yeah, generally, just nice play there. He's getting good value out of that. So we got this big, the Loki army is, looks like he's trying to raid Hope's Gold, and is looking for Hope's Gold, and he doesn't seem to know where it is. Let's see his fog. No, well, he would be guessing, but he's forced to come back due to Hope moving his military forward. So here again, we see the power of the Greek siege hoplites, where The Loki army has to retreat, even when he had a very good raid opportunity open, or at least he's feeling that he had to retreat. He probably wouldn't. He could probably just build a tower or two by the town center and continue to raid, but you know, once again, I can see the whole map and you can't. So easier said than done. You know, always easy to be like, oh, I should have just done this. So we're having the fighting, continuing to break out in the middle of the map. You know, if I was to guess who this is, I don't really know. Could be WW Butcher, but again, it's really hard to say. There were quite a few good players back in the day. So this fight is like going down here, and we're seeing the quality of the Zeus units is ahead. The Zeus units are 2 point quality, and Loki cannot win the fight here. So he's going to have to back off. Despite Hope being under pot compared to really see the strength of the Minotaurs here against the non-Hall of Fame Seers. Especially so much damage. The Seer aren't out, it's not great. Einherjar moving in, and our Loki player is trying to take Hope's back TC, but Hope is thwarting that with a villager attack, so that's good. And this boat is continuing to harass, and here's what I mean by the causing. You have to PLers usually just respawn disproportionately. So here he's making 2 boats to fight 1 boat. So you know, right there, that's a small unit right there. So that isn't gonna go down for a Loki player, unfortunately. Would have been nice. And it turns out that what Hope wants to do is just hit up the walrus. So nothing too exciting there. But we do have the main army moving in here, and wow, there's a fight going on. And you know, it's not looking. The fight isn't looking great for Hope, to be totally honest. He's gonna have to back off there, fighting in TC there. The army is a little too big. So the Greek army is good quality, but once again, the Loki army just continues to outmass. And let's see how many units have been made. Yes, 124 to 98. So you know, we're seeing a classic matchup of quantity versus quality here. And are there any other? He has got in the medium, so it's quite strong. His economy remains pretty much the same, and Hope's economy remains. He's gotten a little farming. So right here, he's coming down to kill these villagers, and Hope's army is responding, but it may be too late to stop it. Yes, it is too late. A whole bunch of villagers will go down. Although Hope is forcing an engagement here in the back of this army, there's only this army swarm probably going to be eliminated. Even with the Einherjar there, the distance is out to deal with the Einherjar, so but our local player is heavily popped. See, he's only gone down to 122 despite losing that whole army, so there's immediately an army coming out for our local player. So yes, Hope did kill that army, but he's just going to have to contend with another army almost immediately. Luckily, his back gold has 4,000 gold, so it's going to be very difficult for his opponent to really gold starve him anytime soon in the future, considering the fact that the Greek army is pretty strong. Let's see if he's got any more armory ups on. Nope, no more special ups. We're going with a bit of a one composition now, which you know, could be very good. And let's see, where is YY's army? It is gathering here, and Hope appears to be on the gold. I like this, mining out the front gold. You know, that means that it's just gonna be harder for Hope to win this game because it's being mined out, but you know, not really reacting in time, so that's gonna hurt. At the same time, he's taking advantage of his army being there to move in his own army here, and he's going to make a move on that town center. And Hope can do what he wants here. He may try to push in here. We'll see. I don't think he sees what's going on here. Well, he might have seen it, but he's not attempting to do anything to stop it, and he really wouldn't get there in time, I do believe. Yeah, it's already almost up. A lot of infantry building it. So the army's backing off. Hope's army's backing off a little bit, and what are we doing here? He might be going for a bit of a raid, looking at a gold which has already been mined, and our Loki player has taken them back too, so he's moving into a 4v1 town center position. And that is really nasty. You know, Greek units are high quality, but I think at this point he's reached the point of en masse where he's going to be in trouble, even with his significant upgrades. So the Loki army is coming back, and pretty much once that gold runs out, it's going to be very hard for Hope to win. But here we go, we're probably going to see another fight right now, just by the way the armies are positioned. Hope is trying to take that town center, but there's already a rack, so that's not going to go up. All sorts will come out of there. And the fight is going down, and Hope's army is just outmassed and surrounded. I mean, what can it do? It's just outmassed and surrounded. The Einers are the Raiders, the Bruiser, better upgraded, but numbers really do count a lot. It's anyone who's played against Atlantean. So, yes, this town center is not going to go up under the current paradigm. And, now, Hope is retreating, trying to fight. This fight is looking really bad. He's definitely been contained here. This isn't good. Yeah, well fought, but it's starting to look bleak for our Zeus player. So we're gonna see what else. Probably not too much at this point. Let's look at our Loki player again. He has been denied some of his fishing, but what matters on the map, you know, he's controlling 40 Cs. He's defended that one, and he'll probably take it soon. His economy is a little funky. You know, we would like to see more on food, but he's been fighting with his army the entire time too. Against some player that's pretty down. So, you know, what are you gonna do? So Hope's still playing from the back foot, trying to stay in the game. It's still going to be very difficult to destroy. His original military academies are now demolished, so that's going to be no more hoplites. Which I don't think is good, considering that that's a heavily upgraded unit, investing into Sarisa and Aegis Shield, as well as Bruiser Spear he got from the so that's too bad. That's really going to set him behind now at a time when he wanted to set behind. This is one of my growth as well to try to hold on while he can. But you know, he's just surrounded from all sides of the pursuit. And there's just more units coming. You see YY is at 160 population. You know, at this point, efficiency in combat doesn't really matter if you just can't make the volume of units to untest anything on the map. And Hope is now just holding on the skin of his pants to this gold here, and it looks like we're going to attempt to redeploy some villagers somewhere. In a sort of desperate moving on wood. So, including the gold in the mine, Hope only has about 1,000 gold left. That isn't too much, so it's gonna be tough for him to remain. Not even enough to really make a whole new army if he dies. And he would obviously lose this army very easily. So the Loki player is now continuing his armor technique. You know, he's got his pierce armor, so that will help him a little bit against the toxins. Help his huge army a little longer. So right here we see him coming in. We see he's continuing to boom out of his town centers, get a huge economic advantage over Hope. And he's not in a hurry to end the game, because you know he has a very good grasp on where the lines are. He knows that Hope is still in classical, and you know, he knows that one line is run out. Why take a big risk in the game? Grind down and especially now that he can just there. just making a bunch of them now. It's a strong unit.
Ja, tilbúin.
Having a bunch of them out like that is sort of equivalent to having a little mini flaming weapon. So yeah, you see here, you could push in, but just why? Because he knows as soon as the gold is done, and the gold is done now, Hope will be forced to resign very soon. He doesn't have a map position to try to play from behind. He doesn't even have a market because he's not heroic. And there's really nowhere for him to gather from. So let's just say the fighting has been on the wall. And we're getting some towers here. So just to seal the deal. I think they're completely unnecessary, but I guess a little insult to injury, right? A little salt. A little salt. So we'll come out for one last push, but it's not going to be enough. Now, the giant behind her there, 21 attack damage and 302 HP. Very nice. So good. So, yes, this is the expecting to resign any moment now. There we go. Good game, good game. So yeah, our Loki player played quite well, and really did an excellent job using buildings to stall, I thought. So I hope you all enjoyed. Have a great night.